Hello and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing well and feeling positive. Curious about what's in store for today's video? Well, no need to wait any longer. Let's dive right in. In the previous video, we have seen that Vasinyadi Vagdevatas were instructed by Sri Lalitha Parameswari to generate Sri Lalitha Sahasranamam hymn for the benefit of mankind. If you missed out on watching the video, I shall provide the link in the I-bar and description as well. In this video, we shall be looking into the first recital of Sri Lalitha Sahasranamam. Why a Sahasranamam, that is 1000 names, are required to worship Sri Lalitha Parameswari? Why should we remember Guru Dakshinamurti and sage Hayagriva during the beginning of the recital? The Dhyana Sloka. Seated upon her royal throne, Lalitha Parameswari summoned an assembly where numerous groups of Brahmas and Saraswatis, Vishnus and Lakshmis, Rudras and Gauris, various manifestations of Mantrinis and Dandinis, Devas, Manavas, Siddhas and countless gatherings of Shaktis gathered to worship her, instructing the Vagdevis to chant the composition they had crafted. Parameswari's command was swiftly obeyed as the Vagdevis commenced their recitation. Overwhelmed with contentment by the hymn, Parameswari directed all those present in the hall to propagate and sing the hymn across all realms. Since each Brahmanda has one set of Brahma, Vishnu and Rudra, we can conveniently conclude that this cosmological perspective aligns with the concept of a multiverse, a speculative idea in modern physics wherein multiple distinct universes may exist in a vast cosmic tapestry. We have already seen in the earlier video that Sri Lalitha Parameswari resides in Manidvipam. The formless supreme entity has been attributed with names for the following purposes: to honor the deity using many names, to envisage hands, feet and other attributes for making offerings, to portray diverse characteristics by assigning relevant names for reverential gestures, and to attribute various deeds and convey them through distinct narratives, thus honoring them with names corresponding to those accounts. The use of 1000 doesn't signify a quantification, but rather signifies the limitless and boundless nature. Also, in the Vedic tradition, the number 1000 represents the complete flowering of the being. The Sahasrara Chakra, located on the crown of the head, is symbolized by a 1000-petal lotus. We have discussed this topic in the previous episode. Also, Devi Lalitha Parameswari derives greater satisfaction from the recitation of Sri Lalitha Sahasranamam compared to any other set of 1000 names. Therefore, to earn the benevolence of the Divine Mother, one should regularly engage in the repetition of this sacred hymn. Some devotees follow the tradition of praying to Dakshinamurti, an incarnation of Shiva, before reciting Sri Lalitha Sahasranamam. This form of Shiva symbolizes wisdom and guidance. This practice seeks blessings for wisdom, removal of obstacles, and alignment of energies. Dakshinamurti's role as the ultimate guru and remover of ignorance prepares devotees for the profound recitation, invoking his guidance and harmonizing energies before engaging with the sacred text. Also, Sri Lalitha Sahasranamam itself describes the Divine Mother as Dakshinamurti Rupini. Sage Hayagriva, an incarnation of God Vishnu, is considered a deity of knowledge, learning and wisdom. It is through him that the divine knowledge and wisdom of Sri Lalitha Sahasranamam is invoked and transmitted, facilitating a deeper connection with the sacred text. Hence, before starting the recital of Sri Lalitha Sahasranamam, it is always a good practice to remember both gurus of knowledge and wisdom. Also, the student can achieve a state of unity with the Devi through the guidance of a guru who has already attained this unity. Om Asya Sri Lalita Divya Sahasranama Stotramala Mahamantrasya Vasinyadi Vagdevata Rushayaha Anushtup Chandaha Sri Lalita Para Bhattarika Mahatripura Sundari Devata Aim Bijam Klim Sektihi Sauhu Kilakam Mama Chaturvida Phala Purushadha Siddhyarthe Jape Viniyogaha. Om, the primordial sound, often used to begin spiritual practices. Asya Sri Lalita Divya Sahasranama Stotramala Mahamantrasya. This means, for the great chant of the garland of the divine 1,000 names of Sri Lalita Parameswari. Vasinyadi Vagdevata Rishayaha. We already know that the authors of Sri Lalita Sahasranamam are Vasinyadi Vagdevatas. Anushtup Chandaha. The poetic meter used here is Anushtup. Sri Lalita Para Bhattarika Mahatripura Sundari Devata. The goddess is the great Lalita Tripura Sundari, the supreme lady or the divine mother. Aim Bijam Klim Sektihi Sauhu Kilakam. The seed syllable is Aim. The power is Klim and the pillar is Sauhu. Mama Chaturvidha Phala Purushadha Siddhyarthe Jape Viniyogaha. For the purpose of fulfilling the fourfold goals of human life and attaining the desired results, this chant is being employed. We have already seen that Chaturvidha Phala means Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. Purushartha means Purusha and Artha. Artha also means goal or purpose. So, Purushartha means main goals or pursuits in human life. In essence, this sloka serves as an introductory statement explaining the context and purpose of reciting Sri Lalitha Sahasranama mantra. It outlines the deity, the seers, that is the authors, the poetic meter, the components of the mantra, that are seed syllable, power and pillar, and the intended goal of chanting. Sinduraruna Vigraham Trinayanam Manikya Maulispura Tara Nayaka Sekharam Smitamukhim Mapina Vakshoruham Panibhyamali Purna Ratna Chashakam Raktotpalam Bibratim Saumyam Ratna Gatastha Rakta Charanam Dhyayet Paramambikam. This sloka beautifully describes Goddess Lalita Tripura Sundari in her divine form. She is depicted as having a radiant red complexion akin to vermilion with 3 eyes and adorned with a garland of shimmering gems. The goddess is likened to the chief of stars, that is moon, wearing a crest of glory on her head. Her face is adorned with a gentle smile and her breasts are compared to the beauty of lotus flowers. Her hand holds a vessel studded with precious gems that contains nectar with bees hovering over it and a red lotus in the other hand, signifying her opulence and beauty. Her red feet are kept on a pot studded with precious stones. The description emphasizes her divine feet, which are red in color. This sloka concludes by urging devotees to meditate upon this supreme goddess. Arunam Karuna Tarangitakshim Dhruta Pasankusa Pushpa Bana Chapam Animadi Bhiravrutam Mayukhai Rahamityeva Vibhavaye Bhavanim. This verse describes the goddess as having dawn-colored or red-colored compassionate eyes resembling waves. She holds a noose, a gourd, a bow, and arrows made of flowers, adorned and surrounded by divine powers like anima and radiant rays. One meditates upon the giver of existence, the Divine Mother. This verse invokes the grace and power of the goddess Bhavani. Anima means the ability to become small. Devi Khadgamala talks about the powers of Anima and others. Dhyayet Padmasanastam Vikasita Vadanam Padma Patrayatakshim Hemabham Pita Vastram Karakalita Lasaddema Padmam Varangim. In this verse, the goddess is meditated upon as seated gracefully on a lotus, her radiant face adorned with lotus petal-like eyes. Her golden radiance is emphasized by her yellow garments. She holds a shining golden lotus embodying beauty and grace. Sarvalankara Yuktam Sakalam Abhayadham Bhakta Namram Bhavanim. This verse praises the goddess who is adorned with all decorations, bestowing fearlessness upon all. Her presence humbles her devotees and invokes devotion. Sri Vidyam Santamurtim Sakala Suranutam Sarva Sampat Pradatrim Sakunkuma Vilepana Malika Chumbi Kasturikam. This verse describes the goddess as embodying the highest knowledge and a peaceful form worshipped by the gods and bestowing wealth. She is painted with kunkuma and decorated with kasturi dot. Samanda Hasitekshanam Sasara Chapa Pasankusam Asesha Jana Mohini Maruna Malya Bhushojvalam. This verse depicts the goddess with her arrows, bow, gourd, and nose. Her glance captivating all. She is adorned with a shining red garland and ornaments captivating and enchanting all beings. Japa Kusuma Bhasuram Japa Vidhau Smare Dambikam. She is as radiant as the Japa flower. This verse emphasizes the practice of mantra japa and urges devotees to contemplate and remember the goddess while engaging in this practice. Part 2 of the series mentions about japa flower. I will provide the link in the description. If you haven't checked it out till now, please go and do so. As we wrap up today's video, if you had a good time, please hit the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to drop a like and share the video with your friends. More exciting content is on the horizon. So stay tuned. Until next time, this is your host Manasa saying goodbye for now.